Hello, I'm Marilee Rosine Beasley, and I'm here to do another activity using nature and something that's already out there. Yesterday, I did a YouTube video where I glued balls like this that had fallen down on the ground. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some that were, I guess they were run over by cars. When I was looking at them a long time ago, I thought that they would lend themselves to a little picture and turn them into flowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out a few of these, and I'm just going to place them until I like what I see. I'm going to take probably about 5 of them and just kind of place them and see how they might look until I get an arrangement that looks good to me. I don't want them to just be standing like soldiers in a row, so I'm going to do a little bit of moving them up and down just a tiny bit. So I think what I'll do is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think these will be my 5. And this is just for fun. You can do it with children. I'm going to go ahead and snip off the stems, and then I'm going to take a marker here and put some stems in. And since this is just for fun, we don't have to obey rules as far as that the stems must be brown or something like that. So what I'm going to do, I think it would be fun if I made the stems pink. So I'm just going to do something like this, and you could do whatever you want to do. And so then I'm going to maybe it'd be fun to do some kind of a little leaf type thing. I'm just gonna, it doesn't have to be any big deal, something just kind of mimic a leaf. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead, and one of these stems I'm gonna make a little bit longer, so I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some glue. All right, so now I have some glue, and I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze a little bit here to be sure it's the consistency I want. And if I have a problem, what I can do, I have a paintbrush right here, and so what I'll do now is I'm going to take this, and I'm going to make sure there's plenty of paint. I'm going to paint on the glue, and plenty of it. So and then this will be quick. Just make sure there's plenty of glue to stick down. And now if somebody wanted to, after this dries, you could take some acrylic paints or some kind of paints, and you could even probably paint these things. I think they look fun like this, but maybe another day I could paint them. So I've gotten the glue on here, and it should be good. And I'm going to press it a couple of times to make sure that it's anchored. Okay, now I'm actually quite pleased with the arrangement of my quote flowers. Now, just want to show you that these kinds of things, I think you could take this and you could probably dip this in acrylic, and you could do something like this, use it kind of as a stamp. Maybe, and this is just showing you that concept, so that you could take a nicer one and just use it as something, just some different colors. You never know. I think it's fun to just try different things. So anyway, this is a very quick activity that you could do with young children. You could do it with older ones. If you were working with older children, they might want to do more with, maybe do something up here in the sky. Anyway, this is just something very simple. Doesn't take long, doesn't take many materials, and you can see this was just something right off the ground that I just said, that looks like that could be flowers. So anyway, I wanted to show that to you, so thank you, and I trust that you might do this with some children.